Today, something a little bit different. I'm going to do some thoughts on my mind, odd ramblings from an insane soul, or Grumpy's Rants. Stay tuned. Hey folks, grab something here. So something a little different. You're not going to see me fix anything. You're not going to see me do anything. You're not going to see me driving around. Just the odd conversations, as I like to call them. So, a couple of things. After spending 56 years on this planet, I have realized that something within today's food or water is causing something called nowism. We're judging people that are not here from a different era with a different set of standards by the standards we're holding today. And some of those are fairly extreme. It's basically scream at somebody until they shut up. And it doesn't matter if they're right. It shuts down debate. I'm not sure how many of these people are going to be really comfortable being judged by standards in 200 years or 300 years. They'll be dead, so they're not going to care. Just the people who are being judged now from actions 200, 300, 400 years ago are being considered that's outrageous, that you can't do that. It's like, it was a different time period. You know, stuff in my grandparents, my dad's, I can remember going down to a local candy store. It was a mom and pop shop. And that kind of gets into the second thing that we're doing. So, brings me to this. So, this is a base for my tobacco that I smoke. It's a nice Virginia Cavendish. And I buy it from a local mom and pop store, and I have it shipped to me. And you know what? I could probably get it cheaper on Amazon, but it's going to be the same packaging, and that little mom and pop store loses one more customer, they go out of business. Hey, I'm not saying they will, but if they lose enough of them, it's no longer there. So what about the people they employ? What about the taxes that are going on? As you know, most large corporations use a tax system that is written to their advantage. It's like, even as mom and pop stores, we did that. I ran a small restoration company for automobiles for 20 years. Ground up, bootstrap, never really made any money at it. I don't think we ever saw above $700,000 gross in 20 years. And we were doing some nice stuff. For us, it was about the passion of it. But then there's all the people that you employ, the wages that you pay, the taxes they get paid on that, and then the trickle down of that, so they can go to the store and go buy food for their family, go pay rent, puts more money into the economy, food for money, that goes into that store to buy more produce, which helps the farmers, and so on, so on, so on, so on. So it's more about cash flow. So, interesting story. We had a weather event not too long ago, about 8 miles north of here, just about state line, just north of Hazel Green, but it's technically still Hazel Green, even though we're not a city or township or we're unincorporated. But we have our own post box and our own Walmart. Probably about $4 Generals or thrift dollars or whatever they're called, but Dollar Generals are everywhere down here. No Bucky show. Anyway, back to my rambling. So we had a communications and power outage up there after about F1 tornado touched down for maybe 2 seconds, went half a mile, and then lifted back out. Destroyed a mom and pop garage up there. Destroyed some buildings for construction companies. It destroyed a furniture warehouse. It basically it took out about 8 or 9 mom and pop stores. And the community kind of helped and rallied around and helped with the cleanup. And I hope their insurance is good enough to rebuild and do it again. which is another thing about, do you really want to build in a tornado zone that you just got wiped out? Of course, what are the chances you're going to get hit again? All of that stuff. So I had to go down to Ace Hardware on a Saturday because I was trying to finish up painting the exterior of the house, and I ran out of paint. So their computers were down. Picked up a gallon of paint, and they had cash only, and I didn't have that much cash on me. I don't know if you've looked at paint lately. It's expensive. It was like $46 for a 1 gallon can, which we'll get back to in a minute. So they said, hey, no problem. They've known me for 20 years. I've been buying from them. They helped me acquire all the building materials I needed when I rebuilt my house. But they're a local company. They're a franchise base. But I got to know every one of the guys in there. I know the owner. I know the owner's wife. I know, the general manager. I know the yard guys. I know their kids. So it's just like, after a while, you start to build up a relationship. So with a cash only situation, I said, I don't have the cash. I'll just have to come back on Monday, but I was hoping to get this paint stuff finished up for the weekend. And he says, hey, Eric, no problem. We'll go ahead and do you up a quote. And so basically it was just a list of stuff that I had bought. And they said, come in Monday or Tuesday and come take care of that once the computers come back up. No problem. That is a community organization. If I had forgotten my Lowe's card out of my wallet, they would have not let me come back, even though I would have left a driver's license. They're a corporate store. Going back to the prices of $46, that same gallon of paint for the same quality is going to be about $53.10 over at Lowe's. So yeah, I do shop it, and I could get it shipped here from Amazon, I'm sure, but it probably would have been a little bit cheaper. But I just, when you get that kind of remote out, Amazon does have some good stuff. It has a lot of bad stuff in there, and being that we're in a consumer society, I understand the need for an online shopping. It's convenient, all of that stuff. But without the local guys, local economies are going to die. And so just remember, when you do business with a company, are you actually doing business with a company? How many times have you gotten on the phone with AT&T or Sprint or any of those customer services and just trying to get a human being? Heck, even trying to get a whole Apple support at this point, everything's going through India, which I understand. There's a cost-benefit analysis in there. But you're never dealing with a single individual. When I go up to Hazel Green Building Supply, guess what? I'm dealing with people that I know. I'm watching these kids grow up as they get older. I'm watching these people get older. They're watching me get older. They're asking about my grandkids. Their interaction within the lives. They're part of the community. In larger corporations, you're not going to get that. So just kind of keep that in mind. Fresh, local, and whole. If you get 2 out of the 3 of those, you're good to go. That's pretty much it for a random thing to do today. So I'm going to go back to cleaning my office, studio. It's a mess. We'll talk to you guys later. Hit that like, subscribe button. Thanks very much for hanging out. If you like this kind of content, let me know. I know I'm kind of all over the place with fixing, doing stuff. If you want me talking, I don't know. So tell me in the comment what you guys want to see. We'll talk to you later.